Hello, this is Heart of Economy. Today we're not just talking about an economic event, but a systemic transformation. You can almost hear the cracks forming in a financial architecture that has lasted for decades. Some movements in the gold market are signaling something much bigger. That transformation is called the shift of control to the east. Our topic: BRICS nations are sidelining LBMA, the world's most established gold market. We are diving into the details of this silent yet powerful change. The West can't access gold. Why? Picture this. You wake up one day and gold is still being mined from the ground. Mines are running, workers are sweating, but that gold is no longer making its way to the West. Where is it going? Straight to the central bank of its own country. Directly. No intermediaries. No dollars involved. Completely isolated from the West. That's where we are today. BRICS nations, China, Russia, India, Brazil, and South Africa, are no longer selling their gold to London, to LBMA, to the West. They are holding it, buying in their own currencies. And this is not just economic, it's a geopolitical message. What happened? According to the World Gold Council's July 2025 report, out of 36 central banks, 19 now purchase their gold directly from local miners in their local currency. Last year, this number was 40. That's over a 35% increase. For more central banks are preparing to join this system. What this means? This international gold market has begun to crack. The long-established structure, London-based pricing and trade chains is being bypassed. BRICS nations are adding their gold to reserves instead of exporting it. This isn't just a financial move, it's a statement. And that statement is clear. We will no longer hand over our own wealth to others. Why is this strategy deeper than it seems? On the surface, this looks economic, but its background is far deeper, because this isn't just a trade preference. It's a rejection of a system. Gold prices have been determined in the West for decades through LBMA and COMEX. But that pricing often doesn't reflect actual physical gold. It's based on derivatives, so-called paper gold. There may not be 1 ton of real gold, but 30 tons of contracts. What BRICS is saying with this move is, we are no longer part of this fake system. These transactions, done in local currencies with locally produced gold, are part of a new reserve infrastructure. And in this infrastructure, there is no dollar, no LBMA, only real gold and full domestic control of it. What did Zolan Posar say? Zoltan Posar, one of the world's most influential macro strategists, former Fed advisor, spent years analyzing systemic risk at Credit Suisse. He says this about these developments. If BRICS nations create a gold-backed credit system among themselves, that would mean the effective end of the Bretton Woods order. That's a bold statement. Gold isn't just a store of value anymore. It's becoming geopolitical collateral. When China invests in Saudi Arabia, it may not be using dollars. It could be using gold-backed swaps. And that gold is stored not in London, but in Shanghai. This means the West's financial system is slowly being sidelined. What is LBMA and why is it critical? LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association, is essentially the official podium of gold on the global stage. Daily gold prices are set there. But how are those prices determined? By physical gold? No. 90% of it is based on paper trades, futures contracts, speculation, and the positions of large banks. In this system, giants like HSBC, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs take the lead. and they shaped the fate of the global gold market. But now, BRICS nations no longer want a seat at this table, and this undermines LBMA's credibility and central authority at its core. The West is losing its gold. LBMA's vaults are emptying. Physical gold reserves and ETFs are declining, and many investors now demand real gold but can't find it. Why? Because China, India, Russia, Brazil, and others are no longer exporting. Every gram they produce goes straight to their central banks, which means physical flows aren't moving westward anymore, they are staying put. This is creating a dual pricing system. In the West, speculative paper pricing; in the East, physical spot pricing. And as this divide persists, market equilibrium is bound to break. Is this just about gold? No, this isn't limited to gold. Gold is just the beginning. BRICS nations are applying the same model to other critical resources. Lithium, Bolivia and Argentina are selling directly to China. Copper, special deals between Chile, Peru, and China. Uranium, Russia supplies directly to India. Rare earth elements, China now limits and conditions their exports to the West. These steps are not just about trade chain shifts. They are the formation of a new economic bloc, a bloc building its financial sovereignty on commodities. What should investors do? For investors caught in the middle of this shift, the question is clear: what now? First, opt for physical gold over paper assets, not ETFs, real holdings. Also, monitor central banks holding gold reserves. It's no longer just about the price of gold, but about who holds the gold. Geopolitical risk must be considered, because this transformation is not just a portfolio strategy, it's a test of trust in the system. In short, we have entered a time when portfolios must be rethought. A new world order is emerging. What we are witnessing isn't just a financial shift, it's a change of eras. BRICS are not just protecting their resources, they are building a system. A new economic model, a new reserve structure, a new foundation of trust. The West will no longer be the price setter, but the price follower. The dollar may still be accepted one day, but it will no longer be the only currency of necessity. To survive in this new order, knowledge isn't enough. You need vision, timing, and the courage to see real value. The world's economic map is being redrawn. Gold is no longer just an investment tool, it's a strategic weapon, and that weapon is changing hands. Today, we analyze this quiet evolution together. If this video brought you value, keep following us. In future episodes, we'll continue decoding a world in transformation. We are Heart of Economy, the destination for those who truly understand the economy. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights like this. What's your take on this new financial shift? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next episode.